Okay, so for the first experiment, for my experiment, I'm going to be doing measurement and uncertainty. So for the first activity, we would want us to measure the weight of 2 different cups in about, I think, 4 different trials. So what we're going to do first, we're going to take a balance and we're going to take a balance and we're going to set it to about zero. I think that's right, 0.00. Then we're going to take 2 plastic cups and label them 1 and 2. Then we will balance each one. So we're going to take the first one, number 1. We're going to balance it. And it came up to 10.14. 10.14. That will show. So then we put it on the data table. I've already done this. So it will be 10.13 for the first trial. And then we will remove the cup from the balance and allow the balance to restabilize at 0.0. And we're going to repeat this same process again with cup number 1. So we're going to put it on the balance. And then now it comes up to 10.15. So for the second trial, we put 10.15 onto the 10.15 onto the data table. Then we take off the cup from the balance again. Then we put it back on again to do the third trial. It will come up to 10.11. So then we put 10.11 onto the data chart. And we take it off again. And then we let the balance go back to 0.00 to restabilize again. Then we put the cup back again to do our fourth trial. And the weight came up to 10.13 for the fourth trial. So then we put 10.13 for the fourth. Then we take off the cup again and allow the balance to go back to 0.00 to restabilize again. Then we put the cup back again and allow it to be weighed. So it came up to 10.10 grams. So then now we bring out a second cup and label it number 2. And we take what we did before with cup number 1 and balance and measure the weight of the cup. Record the mass of the cup. So then we put the cup onto the balance. It will come up to, for the first trial, it will come up to 10.15 we remove the cup again. Allow the balance to restabilize. And then for the second trial, we put the cup back onto the balance. It comes up to 10.14 grams for the mass. And remove the cup again. Let the balance restabilize. It's back to 0.00. Put the cup back onto the balance for the third trial. It comes up to 10.13. And then remove the cup again. Now we put the cup back onto the balance for the fourth trial. It comes up to 10.12. And remove the cup again. Let the balance restabilize. Back to 0.00. Then you put the cup back onto the balance, and it comes up to 10.13. So that will be the fifth trial. And then we take it off again. Now we will determine the average mass of each cup and record the value in table 1. So the average mass for mass cup number 1, trial number 1 was 10.13, trial number 2 was 10.12, trial number 3 was 10.11, trial number 4 was 10.13, and trial number 5 was 10.10. So we add all of these numbers together, and then we divided it by 5. It came up to be 10.12 for the average mass. And then for mass cup for cup number 2, to find the average mass, we'll have to add all of the masses together. So we will add 10.15, 10.14, 10.13, 10.12, and 10.13 together, divided by 5, and then we got 10.13 as the average mass of each cup, so the total. So then now we will have to do the deviation, determine the deviation from the average of each cup. So we will take the average mass of each cup and then minus it from the mass of each cup in each trial. So for number 1, we're going to, for cup number 1, we're going to take the average mass of cup number 1 and then minus it from the mass of trial 1. So 10.12 minus 10.13, it will become negative 0.01 as a deviation from the average. And then for trial number 2, it will be 10.12 for the mass. So we minus that from the average mass, and that will become 0. And so then we'll do that for each trial, and for the same for cup number 2.